Hello, everybody. So, today I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about something that a lot of people struggle with time, um, and more when you have things to do and you have to cook and you have to make, the food for either for you, for everybody else in the home. I always been encouraging all of you to meal prep, but a lot of you do and some of you don't. And that is a personal decision. I'm just here to guide you and to give you the tips and help you in terms of making your life easier. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, ever since I started meal prepping, that thing of taking hours of my day in the kitchen making food is no longer existent. And I'm so happy that that happened, because I just don't have the time every single day to invest on making food. And guess what? We all eat. You cannot tell me you don't eat. We all eat everything. So, and the fact that it helps you as well to save more money, save more time, and not go outside and buy all that crappy food. It is going to benefit you in all the ways. But how does meal prep truly works? It's not just like you see me posting. That is just um, it starts from just seasoning the meat and cooking it and putting it in those containers that you see me every week. It's not like that. It is a process that it starts right from when you go to food shopping, when you make that list. When you do that list, you gotta know what are the things that you're going to choose. For example, I go food shopping every 2 weeks. Everybody has a different schedule. Every 2 weeks, I go food shopping. It doesn't matter what happens. Every 2 weeks, I have to go. So I make sure that whatever I buy is gonna last me for those 2 weeks. So I make sure that whatever I get, I will be able to, separate it and everything in terms of how it's going to work for me during the week. So that's how the system starts. You make that list and you make specifically what are the things that you want to eat for the next 2 weeks. That's for me. If you do it weekly, then you start thinking about, so what are the veggies that I would like to have today? And the reason why you have to do that ahead of time, because it's really annoying when you go to the supermarket and you don't know what to choose. And it's already wasting your time. This video is all about trying to save your time in terms of creating a system that works. So that's why I'm doing it, and that's why I think it's going to help you down the road. So here it is. So when I go food shopping, like I said, I buy my meats in packs, obviously, the bigger packs, and then I split them up at home. So for example, this is for my son. I don't actually eat this. I actually eat chicken breast, but for him, since he eats, he comes from home, from school, so I make sure that we have for 4 days here. So I will get, he eats 2 legs, so I'll get 8 of them in these bags. I use these bags in 2 ways. What I do is, first, when I split, I take everything out from the big pack. I set them up, like I said, I count them and I put them on each bag. So when I'm just pulling them out before meal prepping for the week, I just pull it out. I bring it out, I clean it, I fix it up, and then I put it in, and then I throw in the seasoning, and I just let it sit there for a day. And so it has to, it actually helps me 2 ways. It helps me to split up my meat and keep it in the freezer the right way. So all I have to do is just pull and season when I have to make them during the week. And it helps me also to maintain it before I go and cook it with the seasoning. And it saves you space. Let's talk about saving space. A lot of people have a problem that when you buy things, you never take them out of the packages. You just throw them in the freezer or in the fridge. So I wanted to show you guys what I do to save space. So this is, everything is already organized here, okay? So the only things I keep in my packs are basically, obviously, the eggs. And yes, we do eat a lot of eggs here. And so everything else, I take it out from their packages. Why? You know how much space you actually saving here? A lot. If you just leave them in the bag, the only thing I leave in the bag is the onions, because they're gonna peel off and all that's gonna fall inside the drawers, and it's gonna make everything dirty. And I am a neat freak when it comes to that. Basically, when it comes to everything. But that's what I wanted to show you guys. Like, if you bring everything out of the containers that they bring, or the boxes, or the bags, you will be saving more space. And yes, this is going to take you a couple of hours, but believe me, it's only a couple of hours from 2 weeks. So how much hours am I saving from getting everything so incredibly accessible to me that all I do is just grab and go. So it's already taking me less time to get this done while I have to do the other things that I do. So when I'm meal prepping, I don't have to worry about unpacking things, setting them to the side, blah, blah, blah. I don't have to do that. All I do is, like I said, focus on just grabbing and taking and going. That's it. So these are the tips that I wanted to share because I know that they are important. You may think like, oh my God, there's no way I can do that. Like, I don't really have the time. Believe me, let's talk about the time. You're already putting the time food shopping and bringing things home. Why not investing a few more hours that are going to take all those hours from annoying you during the week? We all have the same 24 hours, but it all depends on how we use it. Believe me, if you systemize, I was always organized but not systemized. Ever since I started doing meal prepping, I have become someone who's like a master in terms of saving time and making the best out of it because I need it. So think of it as to like, okay, I'm gonna get annoyed for a couple of more hours doing this, but I will save more time during the week. So why not? Believe me, if you systemize, you will have so much more time to spare that you will feel less stress and more relaxed, which is the most important part of it all. So I hope it helps. Just share with me if you actually got some stuff done, if you got some tips from here. I would love to hear back your feedback.